Let me go next to Jade from London. Is this London, England, London, Ontario, London, Connecticut?
London, England.
London, England.
Can
All
you
right,
hear me?
Jade, welcome.
Hi, I didn't actually think this would happen. This is my first Discord ever.
Wow. Well, I'm glad it's with
um,
me.
yeah, me too. So I'm a bit fascinated at the moment with America. I've never been.
You hold on.
I
Let
kind of
me
turned
clarify, Jade. You've never been to America, or you've never before been fascinated with it?
probably both.
Both. Okay. All right. Good. Very good.
um, so the election it essentially turned me nocturnal because I was hooked, and that's actually how I found your channel. Um, and so I've got a theory to run past you, and I think you may be the only one to kind of answer this question.
Please.
Just because it may come off as a bit of a conspiracy theory, but
Perfect.
um, we know that Trump is in hundreds of millions of dollars in debt.
Right.
We also now there's reports coming out that he's selling loads of arms to dangerous people all over the shop.
Yes.
Is it my theory is that he is selling all of these things, making backdoor deals and all of these kind of things. And I think he was banking on the fact that he still had 4 more years as president, because he may have some sort of payment plan or something like this to pay back all of his debts. And where he doesn't have that anymore, a lot of these things are falling through. And I think that's probably why he's panicking and doing what he's doing and dragging out the inevitable. So
Well,
that's kind of my theory.
it's not a crazy theory in this sense, Jade, which is I do think that Trump believes that the 400 or so million that will in debt that will come due over the next 4 years, he would be in a stronger position to either renegotiate or somehow get parts of it written off or something if he were the sitting president rather than a former president.
Yeah.
I think that's undeniably true. Now, the specifics about whether the arms deals are related to it or these, I don't know about that. That's definitely more speculative. But I think you're
Yes.
absolutely correct that Trump would rather have 400 million in debt come due while being president than not. It's a position of power. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, no, because people are talking to me like I say these things. This theory also like slightly stems from the fact that The Simpsons have predicted everything and Trump dying. So I genuinely think that
Wow.
all of this may push him to the edge,
That's
or
morbid.
something will
That's
happen
morbid.
to him.
But listen,
Hey.
aside from The Simpsons, Trump is an overweight mid 70s guy who hasn't exercised ever. So I mean, it's not crazy to think that Donald Trump's health may be in question. I mean, not to get morbid, but it's not a crazy thing to be thinking about.
Yeah, yeah. Or
Yeah.
maybe that's a little bit of wishful thinking, considering that we have our own mini Trump over here, who
Yeah. Now, of
compares
course, I
Muslims
would never
to
wish death. Or
letterboxes.
I don't know about you, Jade. I would never wish death or illness upon anybody. I just want them to go away politically. You might wish death on some. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I see you hesitating there. Okay, Jade, our connection
Thank
has
you so
just
much.
gotten very poor, so I really
Oh,
appreciate the call. Hope to hear from you again. There's Jade from London, whose call I very much appreciate. That is going to do it for calls today. I'm sorry I was not able to get to more, but we will take calls again. We're going to take a quick break on the podcast, TV show, and radio show, and be back with much more right after this. If you love feeding your intellectual curiosity, but you're always struggling to find the time, check out one of my all-time favorite apps called Blinkist. Blinkist lets you consume an entire book on your way home from work. They take thousands of popular nonfiction books, condense each one into text or audio that you can get through in just 15 minutes, and you get all of the important core ideas and information from that book. It's perfect if you don't have enough time to do all the reading you want to do, or if you just want to sample a book before you buy the entire thing. I recently read A Brief History of Time, of course, by the great Stephen Hawking. This is a book that I have been aware of for so long, and other things got in the way, and it was fantastic to check it out on Blinkist. Blinkist has books on politics, philosophy, science. They have 27 different nonfiction categories, and a subscription is only about $8 a month, and you get the entire library. But you can try it totally free and get 25% off a subscription when you go to Blinkist.com/Pakman. I've put the link right underneath this video.